like as an identifying marker, not necessarily a cause. There's nothing that indicates an end stage power structure than its control by actual incompetence. Like that is where the flaws the flaws that are sort of written into the code of something like monarchism or democracy or capitalist democracy or whatever, or Soviet communism, for example, or Chinese communism or whatever. Like the end stages of them all have in common that the leadership is genuinely decrepit. It has been rendered so by either literal inbreeding, like the old monarchs of Europe, or, in our case, a false meritocracy replicating itself, where you have this meritocratic class who engineer things so that just by coincidence, their next generation of meritocrats are, what's this? Their kids. What a coincidence. So they replicate essentially a literal blood aristocracy, but through this market mechanism and this justification that replaces like the divine right of the old aristocracy, because nobody believes in God anymore. So you can't say it's mine by right of God. They say it's mine by right of justice, because we've inculcated like Rawlsian justice as a social norm. Even though what they mean by justice, because they have these things that are technically available to all, and some people do rise up, but they replicate their own privilege, and their kids are, like the children of the most elite powerful everywhere, almost universally shitty, scummy pieces of fucking scum shit who don't understand anything about the world, who are psychotically self-obsessed, who are basically sociopaths, rendered so by their class position and like their absolute distance from anything resembling like real human life and suffering. And then they take over, and that is a byproduct of capitalism, specifically capitalism's democratic loss. How does capitalism deal with the fact that in order to maintain its legitimacy culturally, it has to have a democratic face, but also, if democracy was real, people could literally just vote themselves to communism, which was the theory of revisionist Marxism, and the like Bernstein and Kautsky. And it looked like it was working. And then a bunch of things were invented by the very, very capable and improvisatory capitalism. One being fascism, of course, a way to replicate mass politics on the right, and also circumscribing politics. And one way to circumscribe politics is to make it elite. And you make it elite by putting barriers up that are related to social standing that is hypothetically neutral, but in reality replicates a class privilege. It's a secular sanitation of aristocracy. That's what the meritocracy is. And so these people are just as much clueless dullards as the court of Louis Couture, or the Mad King George, or any of them.